first turn of the key, in the calm of early dawn, I hear the world arise, and the heart of my steel companion starts to harmonize. The loneliness of the highway calls me like an old friend, and God sits beside me saying, "Son, just go again." The moon still shines strong in the rear view's frame, and every far-off headlight seems a whisper of someone's pain. I breathe deep and place the journey in my Father's loving hand, for only He knows the weight I bear and helps me rise again. And when the road prays for me, I feel the heavens glow. Dust becomes a promise, and the night stops hurting, so the wheel becomes a prayer. Each gear shift speaks of faith, for whoever walks with God never walks in vain. A half-life among trucks, brothers of the road blink lights, as if saying, "I'm with you." And I answer with my soul, even without speaking truth. Every stop at every station holds stories, longing and grit, and a gentle voice from heaven telling me, "Son, don't quit." The sunrise paints the heavens with shades of burning gold, and God reminds me every day He never breaks His hold. I've cried old broken memories to the rhythm of my engine's tone, but faith rebuilds the pieces no matter how shattered they've flown. And when the road prays for me, I feel the heavens glow. Dust becomes a promise, and the night stops hurting, so the wheel becomes a prayer. Each gear shift speaks of faith, for whoever walks with God never walks in vain. In the heart of the storm, heavy rain comes crashing, wiping half the world away, but God whispers, "Go slowly, I'm guarding every step you take." The wipers battle bravely to keep a narrow view, and I hold the wheel with courage, trusting God to pull me through. Lightning marks the heavens like pins of creation's art, and I'm reminded life is brief, but God is endless in my heart. Even in fear I continue, even worn I push ahead, for I'm never truly lonely. God walks where I tread. And when the road prays for me, the darkness turns to flame. The storm bows down in silence to the power of His name. The wheel becomes a prayer. Each gear shift speaks of faith, for whoever walks with God never walks in vain. I've thought of stopping, I've thought of turning back, but God lifts me every time, placing strength where I lack. The road is long, but heaven rises far above the pain, and each sunrise whispers softly, "My love remains." The sun returns and kisses the hood in gold and grace, and I feel new life awakening deep inside this place. I keep rolling toward my purpose, whether near or far. For whoever trusts in heaven always knows where they are. And when I see the horizon shining bright again, I softly say, Lord, with you I'll always win. Faith is my fuel, and God is my guiding hand. And everything He touches becomes a promised land. And when the road prays for me, everything finds its place. Dust becomes a memory, and the night regains its space. The wheel becomes a prayer, each gear shift speaks of faith. For whoever walks with God never walks in vain. So I keep moving forward with God riding at my side. The road is long but never longer than the calling in my life. And as long as dawn rises slowly, the sky opens in a honey glow, and my truck wakes up gently, like heaven telling me to go. The tires kiss the asphalt like a soft and holy song, and I drive forward steady with the faith that keeps me strong. Fog dances lightly as if trying to embrace me near, and I remember all those nights I prayed for strength through fear. The highway's long and rugged, but it's also where I grow. For it's there I learn that God lifts me everywhere I go. The radio murmurs softly news from every side, but my thoughts run back home where my heart was tied. My children, my family, my anchor, my foundation, they're the ones who fuel my faith and guide my dedication. I've seen rain fall heavy like the sky was splitting wide, yet even then I felt God saying, I'm always by your side. In the miles of living life and shortcuts time will throw, I learned in the quiet moments how to trust the one I know. I travel the road that God designed. Every curve holds a touch that He aligned. Even when the way tries to weaken me, He puts strength where fear wants to be. And in the roar of the engine, I hear His voice say, fear not, my child, I walk with you all the way. I travel the road that God designed, and on it I find peace the world left behind. The sunset paints the mountains with colors of burning gold, and I realize this journey was never a burden to hold. Yes, there is pain, there is weariness, there is isolation, but there's also worship pulsing in the heart's vibration. I've hauled heavy loads, slept on shoulders cold and bare, lost track of time and direction, but hope was always there. For every time I falter, turning my steering wheel into an altar of faith and trust. When night falls calm and the sky becomes a cathedral white, I look at the stars above and feel heaven at my side. The highway turns to poetry, the moon becomes a prayer, and the trucker becomes a child seeking God's restoring care. I travel the road that God designed. Every curve holds a touch that He aligned. Even when the way tries to weaken me, He puts strength where fear wants to be. And in the roar of the engine, I hear His voice say, "Fear not, my child, I walk with you all the way." And when the day arrives, when my strength is nearly gone, I know God will lift me gently and guide me further on. He'll show a brand new sunrise shining in my mirror bright, saying your road continues, now walk in my eternal light. So I keep going slow, unafraid, full of gratitude within, because the road He designed fits perfectly where I begin. And if they ask someday how I crossed every storm and bend, I'll simply say, God guided me to the journey's end. For as long as I breathe, and as long as He calls me so, I'll follow the end. In the silence of the early dawn, when the highway is only mine, I see the headlights cutting the darkness like an arrow that aligns. The radio plays softly so the soul won't quiet down, and the wind tells old stories drifting all around. Every sign and every bend feels like a message from above, and sometimes I cry in secret under that fading sky, love. 'Cause being a trucker is carrying the world inside your chest, missing home every mile, but doing your best. And when loneliness is heavy and faith seems far away, I remember God is guiding me, knows my heart and knows my name. He lights a light on the bend of the road when I think I'm lost. He shows me where to go, lifts me from the dust, strengthens my tired stride, and says, son, don't fear, I'm forever by your side. That light on the bend of the road is the divine embrace I find when I'm alone. The sunrise paints the horizon in shades of orange and gold, and I feel each morning brings a miracle no story ever told. The wheels keep spinning fast while my soul wants to pause, just to thank Him for the blessings and His holy laws. I remember my family waiting by the home gate. The kids' smiles are the few that lift my heavy weight. And as I follow the highway with my loaded rig behind, I pray God protects the ones I left far down the line. His promise. I'm your eternal shepherd and remain. He lights a light on the bend of the road. When I think I'm lost, He shows me where to go. Lifts me from the dust, strengthens my tired stride, and says, son, don't fear, I'm forever by your side. That light on the bend of the road is the divine embrace I find when I'm alone. Sometimes the night is cold and the rain refuses to end. The windshield becomes a mirror where my fears descend. Can I make it? Will I hold on? My doubts start to say, but God answers deep inside. I carry you along the way. And when the storm is over and the sky slowly turns clear, I see that even in the shadows, God keeps drawing near. 'Cause faith is not just trying, it's walking even blind. Trust in the holy whisper, victory is what you'll find. He lights a light on the bend of the road, holds me when I fall, walks with me through the unknown, transforms my journey, heals my weary heart. And in the wheel of life, He's the guiding part. That light on the bend of the road is God's promise. You're never alone. So I keep on driving with courage in my eyes, knowing every mile I travel, God's wisdom guides. As long as there's a highway, a truck, and a heartbeat in motion, I'll follow Him forever. In this holy connection,
the first turn of the key, in the calm of early dawn, I hear the world arise, and the heart of my steel companion starts to harmonize. The loneliness of the highway calls me like an old friend, and God sits beside me saying, son, just go again. The moon still shines strong in the rear view's frame, and every far-off headlight seems a whisper of someone's pain. I breathe deep and place the journey in my Father's loving hand, for only He knows the weight I bear and helps me rise again. And when the road prays for me, I feel the heavens glow. Dust becomes a promise, and the night stops hurting, so the wheel becomes a prayer. Each gear shift speaks of faith, for whoever walks with God never walks in vain. A half-life among trucks, brothers of the road blink lights, as if saying I'm with you. And I answer with my soul, even without speaking truth. Every stop at every station holds stories, longing and grit, and a gentle voice from heaven telling me, son, don't quit. The sunrise paints the heavens with shades of burning gold, and God reminds me every day He never breaks His hold. I've cried old broken memories to the rhythm of my engine's tone, but faith rebuilds the pieces
faces, no matter how shattered they've flown. And when the road prays for me, I feel the heavens glow. Dust becomes a promise, and the night stops hurting, so the wheel becomes a prayer. Each gear shift speaks of faith, for whoever walks with God never walks in vain. In the heart of the storm, heavy rain comes crashing, wiping half the world away. But God whispers, go slowly, I'm guarding every step you take. The wipers battle bravely to keep a narrow view, and I hold the wheel with courage, trusting God to pull me through. Lightning marks the heavens like pens of creation's art, and I'm reminded life is brief, but God is endless in my heart. Even in fear I continue, even worn I push ahead, for I'm never truly lonely. God walks where I tread. And when the road prays for me, the darkness turns to flame. The storm bows down in silence to the power of His name. The wheel becomes a prayer, each gear shift speaks of faith, for whoever walks with God never walks in vain. I've thought of stopping, I've thought of turning back, but God lifts me every time, placing strength where I lack. The road is long, but heaven rises far above the pain, and each sunrise whispers softly, my love remains. The sun returns and kisses the hood in gold and grace, and I feel new life awakening deep inside this place. I keep rolling toward my purpose, whether near or far, for whoever trusts in heaven always knows where they are. And when I see the horizon shining bright again, I softly say, Lord, with you I'll always win. Faith is my fuel, and God is my guiding hand, and everything He touches becomes a promised land. And when the road prays for me, everything finds its place. Dust becomes a memory, and the night regains its space. The wheel becomes a prayer, each gear shift speaks of faith, for whoever walks with God never walks in vain. So I keep moving forward with God riding at my side. The road is long, but never longer than the calling in my life. And as long as there is horizon, I will keep rolling on, for God guides every mile and leads me safely home. When the sun rises softly on the horizon far away, my truck's engine hums strong at the break of day, I see the world waking, a highway shining bright, and I entrust my fate
to the one who guides my night. I trust in the steering, in the brake, in the road, but above all I rest in God's grace, my eternal abode. Closed billow in the wind, the asphalt gleams below. Every mile I travel echoes the song of hope I know. There were days of loneliness, empty roads and pain inside, but in the storm I heard a whisper giving me a guide. Son, I am with you, heaven spoken to my weary soul, and in each rest stop, curve and midnight I began to feel whole. Tears lie hidden in the dust upon the rear view mirror frame, but there's also redeemed dreams kindled by God's flame. When street lights cut the darkness and guide my lonely ride, I feel God revealing the plans He lights up far and wide. 'Cause I live on the asphalt of promise, with faith in my chest and hope as my compass. Even when night grows heavy and tries to make me stall, God lights up headlamps to help me stand tall. Rolling down this endless road, I give Him all my days, for I know with Him beside me I can walk through any phase. Inside the cab, the radio sings an ancient hymn, and the melody reminds me where I come from, home and kin. Father, mother waiting back home, children dreaming at the gate. I keep driving strong, yet I carry your love and faith. Curves come soft and test my faith in the life ahead, but God's presence steadies me with every tear He sheds. Even weary I press on, eyes fixed on the infinite sky, because God guides me and ahead waits peace where sorrows die. When rain beats hard the windshield and the road becomes unclear, I close my eyes and cry out, Lord, lead me with your mercy here. And the engine's hum becomes a prayer, the headlights shine His grace. It's God's promise leading me, lighting up the darkest place. Yes, I live on the asphalt of promise, with faith in my heart, hope on my compass. Even when night presses heavy and tries to bring me down, God lights up my path and I can stand my ground. Driving on into the night, I give my life His praise, for with Him I journey onward through all my nights and days. And I keep on driving, trusting in the dawn to come, for in my heart I carry the strength to overcome. With hands upon the wheel in heaven watching over me, on the asphalt of promise my soul will rest, my spirit free. Some days the road whispers softly, as if telling secrets from the sky. The burning asphalt feels like shelter, and the wind sings gently passing by. I keep moving through this open world, even when my heart feels blurred, for I learned that faith begins this way. When everything outside seems distant, the God inside is here to stay. I've watched storms turning into peace, and peace turning right back into storm. I've asked for strength when I had none left, and God doubled His courage to keep me warm. The truck trembles on the steepest climb, but my soul stays steady every time. For the brightest light is never from my beams, it's from a God who paints new dawns after the darkest, quietest dreams. And when I think I've reached my limit, He breathes softly and says, live it. The road may stretch far and wide, but my love travels right by your side. For God hides in the simplest places, in orange sunset, in the smell of rain, in a warm old memory hidden sudden, or in silent seizing pain. He walks in rhythm with my engine's hum, enters my chest when strength feels numb. And even when I swear I'm alone, He shows He never left my road. In every curve, in every stone, yes, God is where the road hides Him, revealing only to those who keep moving on. I've crossed nights as deep as the soul, and learned that listening inside makes me whole. Loneliness in the cabin is an emptiness, it's just a moment to feel His gentleness. The radio plays an old refrain, and heaven seems to sing again. Every note carries a quiet message, a sacred way of saying you were never left in the passage. And even when homesickness weighs heavy, trying to shift my compass already, faith keeps my hand strong on the wheel, and God drives with me in every mile I feel. For God hides in the simplest places, in an orange sunset, in the smell of rain, in a warm old memory hidden sudden, or in silent seizing pain. He walks in rhythm with my engine's hum, enters my chest when strength feels numb. And even when I swear I'm alone, He shows He never left my road. In every curve, in every stone, yes, God is where the road hides Him, revealing only to those who keep moving on. And when distant city lights rise slow, I'm grateful for every night I outgrow. Every mile traveled on this land healed another wound by His hand. And I realize the road isn't only passage, it's where He sits beside me, where He calls me His child with courage. For God hides in the simplest places, but reveals Himself fully to hearts that trust. And while the world tries to hold me still, He whispers, move forward you must. So I go without fearing the unknown, for my future He has already shown. And as long as there's a road in me, I know God walks faithfully. In silence, in light, in the trembling night, and in my weakness He keeps me alive. The day awakens slow, pulling my body gently from the night. The wind dances around the tarp while my heart whispers prayers in quiet light. Diesel already smells like routine, but faith still glows inside of me. And every mile that draws near reminds me God never left me here. The horizon opens its golden doors and the mountains hum with distant roars. The radio crackles an old hopeful tune, one that speaks to my inner child too soon. The marks of time carved in my hands carry stories, losses, and distant lands. But God takes the wheel when the road demands more strength than a simple man withstands. And when a curve seems impossible to take, I feel the impossible bending for my sake. For God, the Lord of wind and breath, knows the way through life and death. Between the highway and the heaven above, that's where I find God's love. In the rumble of the engine He calls me, in the silence of night He restores me. Between the highway and the heaven above, I drive tired but I remain steadfast in love. For the same light guiding my truck's direction brightens the chambers of my heart's connection. Evening falls like a golden veil, and the setting sun writes another tale. Longing presses near but doesn't injure. When I remember God hears every whisper. The radio warns of a coming storm, but my faith holds a truth far more warm. Peace belongs to the man who conforms to the will of the one who transforms. At a lonely gas station in the middle of nowhere, I stopped to breathe the heavy air. Truckers different, stories the same, battles, tears, losses, and flame. But when we talk about God, pain fades, hope fills the cracks where fear invades. It's beautiful seeing faith take place where the world once tried to erase. And if the night decides to weigh too strong, I hear Him say, son, hold on, I catch you before you ever fall. I guard you, I made you able to stand tall. Between the highway and the heaven above, God remains my faithful love. Even when fear surrounds my chest, He plants courage where I rest. Between the highway and the heaven above, I feel the touch of the God of love. And no matter the size of my trial, His victory reaches every mile. And when the day arrives, when my wheels no longer turn, when my last journey ends and my soul begins to yearn, may God open His arms to me and say, son, you've reached the end of your earthly way. The road I designed was always yours to take. Now rest in the glory no night can break. Between the highway and the heaven above, God always called me with endless love. And even when I thought I was alone, He guided my steps, He led me home. Between the highway and the heaven above, no darkness conquers the God of love. And when my final headlight fades away, He'll come to carry me home someday. And so I go on whole and sincere, truck driver, son, pilgrim, traveler here. For the man who found God on the road never loses the map of his eternal load. Between the highway and the heaven above, I am His, and He is my love. slow in my rearview mirror, painting pink and blue on the dust I carry with me. The bitter coffee tries to waken my body, but it's your presence that wakes my spirit free. The asphalt writes like a pen on paper, stories between heaven and earth unfold, and I keep going, even without knowing if this road is leading me back or making me whole. Longing rides with me, quiet and still, sitting on the passenger seat, waiting to feel the space in my heart that tries not to break. But God cuts chains I thought no one could take. Every hole, every detour, every painful turn is a chance to surrender what makes my soul burn. For the man who drives across this land knows God is the one who takes the wheel in his hand. And when the wind blows harder than I can stand, he whispers, "Son, you're safe, hold my hand." The road that leads me back to God crosses valleys, storms, and shadows. But even when the night tries to blind my view, I feel his light shine strong and true. The road that leads me back to God is long, but it keeps me standing strong. For the love that steers my faithful truck is the same love that keeps my heart alone. The noon sun hits with merciless fire, and I remember days I walked through the mire. The radio sings of a promised sky, and suddenly I know God never passed me by. Dust rises like an ancient prayer, mixed with diesel hope and the burdens I bear. For I survived what felt like the end, and God turned my brokenness into strength again. At a lonely truck stop I breathe and rest, seeing truckers carrying their own heavy tests, each with a cross, each with a hidden cry, but all with God riding close by. The smell of rain on the dirt reminds me so that even tired I'm not alone on this road. For the man who trusts without always seeing becomes a witness of God's freeing. And when exhaustion tries to make me fall, I hear him gently saying, "Son, I lift it all." The road that leads me back to God cuts deserts, tempests, and miles unclawed. But when fear tries to suffocate my chest, I know he descends from heaven to bless. The road that leads me back to God is trial and fight, yet never flawed. For he holds my steering wheel tight and drives my soul through every night. And if one day I stop driving on, if my wheels grow tired and my strength is gone, let God be the final destination, my eternal rest, my holy salvation. For everything I lived was a written road leading me back to the one who carried my load, to the Father whose arms never let me fall, whose grace restored my spirit after all. The road that leads me back to God calls me by name and breaks every heart. And even if the night tries to bind me down, his voice will lift this weary crown. The road that leads me back to God shines with a light no shadow can trod. And when my last headlight fades away, I know he's coming to carry me home someday. And so I end my earthly ride with a washed out soul and faith renewed inside. For the trucker who lived with God on the road will never fear the darkened load. He'll always find the eternal spark in the gentle touch of his holy mark. early dawn still yawns softly, headlights cutting through the cold, and the rumble of this big old truck echoes stories never told. The signs pass by like memories, too fast for me to hold on tight, but every curve of this long life taught me how to face the night. Sometimes I think of my past, of the battles I tried to win, of everything that slipped away, of lessons carved into my skin. Inside the quiet of the cab, I feel your presence drawing near, like an unseen gentle embrace, whispering, son, I'm always here. And when the highway darkens, I know I'm not alone. Your care surrounds me deeply, steady as a stone. The asphalt might be shaking, the world may fall apart, but if I have your guiding hand, I hold strong inside my heart. When the road becomes a prayer, heaven settles into me, and in the rhythm of this journey, your peace tells me who I must be. Even tired, I stay strong, for you show me where to go, and every mile that I travel is guided by your hand, I know. The sunrise paints the horizon, orange, pink, and endless blue, and every color reflects a miracle you've already brought me through. Dust rises like soft incense, drifting upward to the sky, and I remember that your love was never shallow, never dry. The radio plays an old tune, one that squeezes at my chest, speaking of longing and family, of everything I hold the best. And even far away from home, I feel your presence drawing near, like every bump and every curve is a way of saying I'm here. And when the wind blows fiercely, trying to tear my courage down, your voice whispers inside me, son, don't let go of the ground. I grip the wheel a little tighter, let faith guide me through the night, for I know that in your care, every wrong turns into right. When the road becomes a prayer, heaven settles into me, and in the rhythm of this journey, your peace tells me who I must be. Even tired, I stay strong, for you show me where to go, and every mile that I travel is guided by your hand, I know. And if the world becomes too heavy, you give me breath to stand again. If the sky suddenly darkens, your light breaks through the rain. I leave my fears in the mirror, carry faith inside the tank. I drive the path you've chosen, for your love has no blame. When the road becomes a prayer, my heart fills up with light, and even when my strength fades, your grace restores my sight. You are my guide, my comfort, my courage in the storm I bear. When the road becomes a prayer, I find forgiveness there. And when the journey reaches its end, and it feels like the day is done, I know tomorrow holds another road, and you'll ride with me, everyone. For every path becomes a prayer, when I learn to hear you there.
driver's heart forever finds a way to praise and share.
Dawn opens its tired eyes and I drive against the morning chill. The engine's rumble comforts me while the whole world grows still. This cab becomes my chapel, this truck my altar for prayer. And in the silence cutting the highway, I feel God's whisper in the air. The radio hums an old tune from a time I barely recall, and longing plays with my chest like someone knocking on a wall. But each memory that hurts points me to your guiding grace. For the man who drives alone always finds you in that place. And when my headlights flicker and shadows take command, I sense a gentle voice telling me, son, hold on to my hand. When the road falls quiet, God speaks, even when I think He won't. His voice crosses through the night, lifting the weight I know I can't hold. When the world tries to hush me down, He restores the song I've lost. When the road falls quiet, God speaks and reminds me He's still boss. Morning paints the mountains and a curve reveals the sea. I recall old promises that once felt far from me. But God fulfills His word even when I choose to stray. And He finds me down the wrong road just to show a better way. A lonely station in nowhere gives me shelter for a while. And while the diesel fills the tank, faith fills the inner miles. Every journey holds a miracle, every route a brand new land. But the greatest miracle of all is feeling heaven steer my hand. And when the day grows heavy and my courage seems to fade, your voice returns so softly, son, let me carry what I made. When the road falls quiet, God speaks, even when I think He won't. His voice crosses through the night, lifting the weight I know I can't hold. When the fear tries to claim my soul, you surround me with your peace. When the road falls quiet, God speaks, and every storm must cease. And even when I'm tired, longing for a place to rest, your grace becomes my pillow, your arms the safest nest. And if the world locks every door, your windows open wide. You are the map of my days, my compass on every ride. When the road falls quiet, God speaks, calling me gently by my name, reminding me I'm never alone, no matter how dark things became. And when the final light fades out and my last journey finds its end, when the road falls quiet, God speaks and leads me home again. And there in eternal rest, where no shadow dares to roam, I know I'll hear your voice again. Son, welcome home. For the trucker who heard God on the highway
never gets lost beyond the road. When the road falls quiet, God speaks. Some days the road whispers softly, as if telling secrets from the sky. The burning asphalt feels like shelter, and the wind sings gently passing by. I keep moving through this open world, even when my heart feels blurred. For I learned that faith begins this way. When everything outside seems distant, the God inside is here to stay. I've watched storms turning into peace, and peace turning right back into storm. I've asked for strength when I had none left, and God doubled His courage to keep me warm. The truck trembles on the steepest climb, but my soul stays steady every time. For the brightest light is never from my beams. It's from a God who paints new dawns after the darkest, quietest dreams. When I think I've reached my limit, He breathes softly and says, live it. The road may stretch far and wide, but my love travels right by your side. For God hides in the simplest places, in orange sunset, in the smell of rain, in a warm old memory hidden sudden, or in silent season pain. He walks in rhythm with my engine's hum, enters my chest when strength feels numb. And even when I swear I'm alone, He shows He never left my road. In every curve, in every stone, His God is where the road hides Him, revealing only to those who keep moving on. I've crossed nights as deep as the soul, and learned that listening inside makes me whole. Loneliness in the cabin isn't emptiness, it's just a moment to feel His gentleness. The radio plays an old refrain, and heaven seems to sing again. Every note carries a quiet message, a sacred way of saying you were never left in the passage. And even when homesickness weighs heavy, trying to shift my compass already, faith keeps my hand strong on the wheel, and God drives with me in every mile I feel. For God hides in the simplest places, in an orange sunset, in the smell of rain, in a warm old memory hidden sudden, or in silent seizing pain. He walks in rhythm with my engine's hum, enters my chest when strength feels numb. And even when I swear I'm alone, He shows He never left my road. In every curve, in every stone, yes, God is where the road hides Him, revealing only to those who keep moving on. And when distant city lights rise slow, I'm grateful for every night I outgrow. Every mile traveled on this land healed another wound by His hand. And I realize the road isn't only passage, it's where He sits beside me, where He calls me His child with courage.
For God hides in the simplest places, but reveals himself fully to hearts that trust. And while the world tries to hold me still, he whispers, move forward you must. So I go without fearing the unknown, for my future he has already shown. And as long as there's a road in me, I know God walks faithfully. In silence, in light, in the trembling night, and in my weakness, he keeps me alive.
The headlights cut through the dawn, the asphalt calls without an end, and ride steady down this highway, not knowing what waits around the bend. The radio plays an old country tune, talking about faith and direction. And in the silence of this cabin, I lift to God my prayer of protection. Sometimes the world gets heavy and homesickness squeezes my chest, but I know he keeps me guarded, guiding me in ways that are perfect and blessed. Every curve brings a mystery, every climb brings a lesson to show, and the voice that whispers softly tells me, son, hold my hand and go. It's the voice that guides me on the road, it's the light that keeps me from losing my way. Even when life turns into a storm, I feel God helping me every day. And this truck rolls on the path he wrote, for my strength comes from the Lord of hope. Truck stop and reflection, I stop a moment at the station, grab a hot coffee in my hands, watch the sunrise on the horizon, painting gold across the land. The world wakes up so slowly, but my heart wakes up much more, 'cause I remember every promise that God made to me before. The trucker's life is simple, but full of stories all around. The struggle, sweat, and victory, and courage that won't back down. The dust that sticks to my face never hides the faith I carry, and each mile I conquer proves the God who walks beside me. It's the voice that guides me on the road, it's the light that keeps me from losing my way. Even when life turns into a storm, I feel God helping me every day. And this truck rolls on the path he wrote, for my strength comes from the Lord of hope. Nights of doubt, light of hope, I've had nights of fear and doubt, nights when loneliness hit hard, but the moment I called his name, peace filled my heart like a guard. The rain beat down on the windshield like it never meant to stop, but in that tiny breath of silence, I heard God gently talk. Son, I guard your road completely, don't fear what tomorrow will bring, for the wind that blows against you is the same wind guiding everything. It's the voice that guides me on the road, it's the light that keeps me from losing my way. When the weight of the journey gets heavy, it's God who helps me every day. And this truck rolls on the path he wrote, for my life rests in the Lord of hope. And when the sunset hugs me
I remember his love and care. Every sunrise and every dark night shows he's always been there. The road is long, but it's his, and I'm only the traveler here, led by the Father's hand, the greatest companion I hold dear. It's the voice that guides me on the road. It's the flame that never fades away. Even when the night is cold and closed, I know a new dawn will break someday. And this truck rolls steady by the love of the Creator. For the one who drives my life is my Savior. And so I keep on traveling with courage, faith, and gratitude. For I know God walks beside me in every mile pursued. In the cabin or in prayer, He never leaves me alone. And when the world weighs heavy, God makes my heart stronger than stone. The headlights cut through the dawn. The asphalt calls without an end. And ride steady down this highway, not knowing what waits around the bend. The radio plays an old country tune, talking about faith and direction. And in the silence of this cabin, I lift to God my prayer of protection. Sometimes the world gets heavy, homesickness squeezes my chest, but I know He keeps me guarded, guiding me in ways that are perfect and blessed. Every curve brings a mystery, every climb brings a lesson to show. And the voice that whispers softly tells me, son, hold my hand and go. It's the voice that guides me on the road. It's the light that keeps me from losing my way. Even when life turns into a storm, I feel God helping me every day. And this truck rolls on the path He wrote, for my strength comes from the Lord of hope. Truck stop and reflection. I stop a moment at the station, grab a hot coffee in my hands, watch the sunrise on the horizon, painting gold across the land. The world wakes up so slowly, but my heart wakes up much more, 'cause I remember every promise that God made to me before. The trucker's life is simple, but full of stories all around. The struggle, sweat, and victory, and courage that won't back down. The dust that sticks to my face never hides the faith I carry. And each mile I conquer proves the God who walks beside me. It's the voice that guides me on the road. It's the light that keeps me from losing my way. Even when life turns into a storm, I feel God helping me every day. And this truck rolls on the path He wrote, for my strength comes from the Lord of hope. Nights of doubt, light of hope. I've had nights of fear and doubt, nights when loneliness hit hard. But the moment I called His name, peace filled my heart like a guard. The rain beat down on the windshield like it never meant to stop. But in that tiny breath of silence,
I heard God gently talk. Son, I guard your road completely. Don't fear what tomorrow will bring, for the wind that blows against you is the same wind guiding everything. It's the voice that guides me on the road. It's the light that keeps me from losing my way when the weight of the journey gets heavy. It's God who helps me every day, and this truck rolls on the path He wrote. For my life rests in the Lord of hope. And when the sunset hugs me, I remember His loving care. Every sunrise and every dark night shows He's always been there. The road is long, but it's His, and I'm only the traveler here, led by the Father's hand, the greatest companion I hold dear. It's the voice that guides me on the road. It's the flame that never fades away. Even when the night is cold and closed, I know a new dawn will break someday. And this truck rolls steady by the love of the Creator, for the one who drives my life is my Savior. And so I keep on traveling with courage, faith, and gratitude, for I know God walks beside me in every mile pursued. In the cabin or in prayer, He never leaves me alone. And when the world weighs heavy, God makes my heart stronger than stone.
In the silence of the night, only my headlights stay with me. The road is an old friend, though it cuts deep, sometimes I see. I carry faith inside me and a whole world in the back, and every dangerous curve reminds me where I came from, where I'm going, and who guides my track. The wet asphalt shines like a mirror of what's gone. I recall mistakes and victories and the things I moved on. But God sits beside me, my faithful co-pilot each day, saying, son, the road is long, but your destiny is mine, not just the highway. And when the night brings a storm and loneliness comes near, I light the faith inside me, my light in the dark curve here. I'm a trucker, a strong warrior, guided by God's sure hand. He's the one who drives my journey. Hope is where I stand. Homesickness squeezes my chest, but pushes my wheels ahead. I think of every hug that waits at dawn instead. There's warm coffee in the memory, children laughing in my mind, and I stay firm on the road, leaving no love behind. I've seen danger up close, escaped fate by a hair, but those who carry faith find joy everywhere. Even tired from the struggle, with my body begging for rest, my soul remains burning, and prayer keeps it blessed. And when the night brings a storm and loneliness comes near, I light the faith inside me, my life
strong warrior, guided by God's sure hand. He's the one who drives my journey. Hope is where I stand. Oh, the radio plays a song reminding me of who I am. A traveler of the world, not forgotten by the Lamb. And the moon lights up the highway like a sign from above, saying, fear not the storm. Every night ends in love. And when I reach my destination, I'm grateful for the care, for the engine that held strong, for the blessings everywhere. If tomorrow brings another road, another test or rise, I'll go with renewed faith, with God beside as my guide. And when the night brings a storm and loneliness comes near, I light the faith inside me, my light in the dark curve here. I'm a trucker, tired in body, but soul shining pure. Every arrival is victory, every departure adventure. He's the one who drives my journey. Hope makes me endure. When night falls without warning and the road stretches endlessly ahead, I feel the wind carrying softly the words I never said. The headlights break the darkness wide, but the one who lights my soul inside is the one who never leaves my side, even when I wandered from the guide. Sometimes I pull over by the lane just to hear the sound of quiet air. And in that deep and peaceful stillness, I feel God sitting in my tired truck chair. He doesn't speak like thunder loud, he whispers gently, heart aloud, reminding me that even lost, I'm still walking the path he embalms. There is a kind of faith that grows when everything else goes silent, only the engine humming slow, and God proving he is timeless, patient, because God walks the roads of my silence, through the long miles of my fatigue, through the kilometers I carry inside that no one else can read. He steps softly on my suffering, he steers my wheel at the perfect pace, and even when tears rise to heavens above, I know with him I'm never displaced. God walks with me through dark or light, through fear, through faith, through every night. I've seen the sunrise burning red, reflecting from my rearview glass. It felt like heaven painted, a message meant for me to grasp. I've crossed towns where I left friends, I've survived nights that had no ends, but in all of them, every single one, God was the shelter when the journey was done. And when missing home becomes a weight that almost steals the air I breathe, I remember the road is long, but God is the bridge beneath, because God walks the roads of my silence, through the long miles of my fatigue, through the kilometers I carry inside that no one else can read. He steps steps softly on my suffering. He steers my wheel at the perfect pace, and even when tears rise to heavens above, I know with him I'm never displaced. God walks with me through dark or light, through fear, through faith, through every night. And when I think I can't go on, when strength feels nearly gone, I feel a hand upon my wheel, steady, warm, and real, whispering, son, I'm here with you. And while you drive, I drive you too. Because God walks the roads of my silence, in the unseen pain I keep inside, and He renews my weary spirit when I'm too tired to ride. He turns the night into clearing, the tear into new beginning. Even when my soul loses direction, God restores my path with affection. And as long as there's a road in me, He'll walk beside me, faithfully. The wind blows through the cabin, telling stories of who I am. And in the vastness of this highway, I recall life's careful plan. Every curve stirs up a memory, every sign recalls a day. And in my chest I carry faith, the hope that never fades away. Headlights glimmer in the distance, like angels guarding the ground. And the steady rumble of the engine moves in my heart's own sound. Loneliness tries to get closer, but it cannot bring me down. For even in the darkest night, God comes to me without a sound. And when silence presses heavy, when the world begins to wait, I hear your voice reminding me, son, I'll never walk away. This is the road that God designed, with dust, sweat, and perseverance. Even tired, I keep on going, for He guides every interference. If the path grows tight, I won't fear. His love helps me carry on. This is the road that God designed, and on it I'll forever run. The sun hides beyond the skyline, painting brown and shades of gold. And the night arrives so gently, calm in truck and calm in soul. The stars shine bright above me, like the promises He made, each one reminding my heart that God's presence never fades. The radio plays an old tune, speaking of heart and faith so true. And I realize that my life is more than asphalt passing through. It's a purpose I was given, a calling I cannot deny. And when the road gets rough and narrow, God gives strength for me to try.
If a storm dares to reach me, if fatigue knocks at my door, I raise my eyes to heaven and remember all He's done before.
This is the road that God designed, with dust, sweat, and perseverance. Even God designed, and on it I'll forever run. And when the world grows heavy, He lifts my weary shoulders high. When fear tries to invade me, He restores dreams left to die. If the sky darkens and winds roar, I trust Him without delay. For God is the road, the house, the refuge, the lighthouse that lights my way. This is the road that God designed, and I walk it firm and brave. He is the map, the north, the pathway, the breath my tired lungs crave. If I'm lost, He comes and finds me. If I fall, He helps me rise. This is the road that God designed, a road that never truly dies.
And when my final journey comes, when my engine rests at last, I know He'll travel close beside me from this world into the vast.
For the road that God designed starts in life, but never ends in time. It's still early dawn, the sky half awake, between blue and gray, between silence and break. I brew my coffee, breathe deep, make my prayer. For a trucker's life carries the world everywhere. In the mirror I see the dreams I once knew, but I hear God whisper, son, I'm walking with you. And every distant headlight warms me with grace, reminding me God's hand lights every place. The highway stretches under the touch of my hand, and the engine beats steady like a heart taking command. Morning rises, painting hope in every hue, and I remember faith is stronger than anything new. Sometimes I stop just to listen to the wind, and realize God speaks where silence has been. Longing tries to enter, but I don't let it stay. I carry my family's love with me every day. And when loneliness tries to break my stride, I recall His promise standing by my side. Son, walk with me, I'll never leave you behind. And fear fades away like dust in the wind. For this road is my mission, my purpose, my place, and God guides my wheel with His mercy and grace. Even when darkness tries hard to swallow the light, He's the one who shines through the heart of my night. I'm a trucker with courage and faith burning strong. Each mile that I travel to grow. I faced storms that seemed they would never end, but I felt God's peace sitting close as a friend. Life on the asphalt teaches strength and devotion. Trust in heaven, not in luck or emotion. Many times I cried when no one could see, and felt God right beside me, watching over me. My cabin turned chapel, my tire turned prayer. Every hard curve a lesson laid bare. Sometimes I pass a brother pulled over in need, and in his tired eyes I see the same creed. Helping a trucker is helping myself on the way, for faith ties our journeys day after day. And when I move on with my spirit renewed, I remember God uses us to carry His good. Nothing is random, every step is designed, and I follow His path with a peaceful mind. When the world grows heavy and the body feels warm, I close my eyes just to hear His form. Son, I am your strength when your strength is gone. And then hope rises like the break of dawn. The horizon glows, the shadows fall, and peace pours gently over it all. The wind blows softly, the engine sings, and I feel heaven riding on my wings. For this road is my mission, my purpose, my place, and God guides my wheel with His mercy and grace. Even when darkness tries hard to swallow the light, He's the one who shines through the heart of my night. I'm a trucker with courage and faith burning strong. Each mile that I travel becomes part of a song. On this road where God calls me to be, I find the strength to walk faithfully. And as long as there's highway beneath the sun, I'll ride with God, two hearts as one. Before the day even rises, I'm already holding tight the wheel. The road looks endless ahead, but God goes before me still. The smell of early morning slips softly through the glass, and in that cold, quiet breeze I feel His presence pass. Sometimes the world feels heavier than the cargo that I haul, and the longing aches inside me, trying hard to make me fall. But every headlight cut in darkness brings hope again to me, reminding that God shelters men even when they're weary. And when I think I'm failing, that the highway beat my will, a strength begins to lift me, and I know it's God's hand still. 'Cause He lifts the weight of the road when my soul wants to give in, holds my life with steady hands and teaches me to begin. He calms my troubled thoughts, lights the sorrow I can't see, and says,
"Son, in this journey, you'll always walk with me."
He lifts the weight
Of the road,
and places His hand to help me win. The sun slowly climbs the sky, bringing color back to earth, and I think of every hug that reminds me of my worth. My family is my lighthouse, my anchor and my home, and I pray for God to keep them safe while I travel on my own. At the truck stop on the highway, I find brothers of the road, tough men worn by time, carrying their own load. In between stories of the journey and a warm cup of brew, we share courage and faith, because no one crosses alone, it's true. And even when the rain falls heavy and the sky turns dark and cold, I remember God is my shelter, my cure, my guiding hold. 'Cause He lifts the weight of the road when my soul wants to give in, holds my life with steady hands and teaches me to begin. He calms my troubled thoughts, lights the sorrow I can't see, and says,
"Son, in this journey, you'll always walk with me."
He lifts the weight
Of the road,
and places His hand to help me win. There are nights when fear speaks louder than my mind, trying to settle in my heart, leaving peace behind. But when I close my eyes, I feel something touch my chest, God saying softly, "My son, with me you always rest." I've learned the road is a teacher that speaks slow but true, showing men are strong, but faith must pull them through. Faith is the fuel that keeps the journey alive, 'cause without God in the seat beside me, no driver can survive. He lifts the weight
of the road, wipes the tears from where they fall, places peace where fear once lived, heals the sorrow of it all.
He lifts me when I stumble, gives me strength to rise again, and says, "Son, keep on moving, your miracle is within." He lifts the weight
Of the road,
and with His holy hand He teaches me to stand. So I travel on renewed, with courage as my track, for I know every curve ahead has God guarding my back. And as long as there is highway, purpose and devotion in my chest, I'll follow Him forever, in the light where souls find rest. Waiting at the roadside, the day rises slowly, carving light through the cloudy sky. And I wake up hearing my truck's soft breath humming nearby. It's as if it tells me, go on partner, the world awaits your run. And I answer God first, for He's the one who makes my journey one. Hot coffee in the bottle warms the courage in my chest, and the family photo on the dash points me to what's best. I grip the wheel with purpose, breathe the scent of dawn again, and whisper, Lord, let your will be done in all I face today, amen. For there are promises along the asphalt line, and every mile holds a step divine. Even when the night tries to make me fall, I know God comes to hold me tall. In dust, in rain, in battle and storm, He writes victory inside my truck's warm. Midday of longing and dust, the road stretches blazing hot, with sun scorching the ground. And longing sneaks upon me, trying to pull my heart down. But I recall God's promise, I care for all that's yours, and keep on driving steady, trusting in His open doors. Truckers understand the weight of endless traveling days, understand the silence that sometimes cuts in heavy ways. But in the voice of the wind, I find comfort and protection, and feel God in every beat of my chest, guiding my direction. For there are promises along the asphalt line, and every mile holds a step divine. Even when the night tries to make me fall, I know God comes to hold me tall. In dust, in rain, in battle and storm, He writes victory inside my truck's warm. Dark night, strong prayer, the moon disappears behind clouds, heavy and deep, and the road becomes a shadow, full of curves that lead. Fear tries to enter, but I refuse to give it room, for God lights a beacon in me, chasing away the doom. The radio sings softly a hymn of redemption's grace, and I feel heaven descending, filling up this place. I close my inner eyes, breathing deeply, calm and blessed, and say, Lord, protect me, guide me, keep me always in your rest. For there are promises along the asphalt line, and every mile holds a step divine. Even when the night tries to make me fall, I know God comes to hold me tall. In dust, in rain, in battle and storm, He writes victory inside my truck's warm. I've cried pulled over on the shoulder without knowing where to go, but God always appeared, saying, son, I'm here, you know. The road is tough, life is heavy, the world sometimes deceives, but God never fails, never lets go, never leaves. The sun breaks the night apart, painting orange in the sky, and hope returns alive, running deep within my life. The world seems new, the spirit calm, the soul restored again, and I thank God for lifting me just like He always has been. The line of the horizon calls me like an eternal sign, And I know God prepared my path on every curve and line. I keep rolling strong and steady, learning each day to trust. For God rides in my cabin, guiding every mile of dust. For there are promises along the asphalt line, and every mile holds a step divine. Even when the night tries to make me fall, I know God comes to hold me tall. In dust, in rain, in battle and storm, He writes victory inside my truck's warm. So I follow forward with faith, courage and prayer. For God guides every curve, every dream, everywhere. As long as there is highway, purpose lives within. And wherever God calls me, He prepares my end. I wake up early, the road is calling, the engine wants my care. In the silence of dawn, I give God my heart in prayer. The headlights cut through darkness, faith rises deep within, and I drive strong through this world where every mile has an end. Dust lifts gently upward, the wind throws stories wide, and I remember every moment God taught me to survive between curves and heavy storms that tried to break my soul. It was the Father's holy hand that lifted me and made me whole. I've seen friends go away without a final goodbye. I've seen dreams get crushed by those who never even try. But I've also seen miracles appear along the roadside at night, and felt God's loving arms hold me through every fight. Homesickness grips my chest when darkness wants to win, but I remember there is someone waiting for me again. And when I feel like giving up, God whispers soft and clear, son, I am beside you, keep moving, I am here. When heaven takes the wheel, the highway turns into prayer. Fear runs far away, peace fills the cab with care. When the night gets heavy and my body begs to quit, God lights up stars in my mirror and teaches me to persist. When heaven takes the wheel, the impossible fades away. With Him guiding every mile, I know I'll make it through each day. The radio plays a hymn, and I sing though my voice is worn, but God understands the prayer of a trucker tired and torn. Every bridge I cross, every mountain I climb high becomes another chapter written under His watching sky. And when the sunset paints a road with colors of fire and gold, I know I'm on the path He chose, the one He long foretold. For the one who drives beside me never leaves me in the dust, and turns every lonely desert into a road of grace and trust. Sometimes I stop at a truck stop just to breathe and settle down, and right there I talk with God
with no one else around. The smell of diesel rises, the cold night chills the air, but in the quiet of the highway, his voice is always there. When heaven takes the wheel, the highway turns into prayer. Fear runs far away, and peace fills the cab with care. When the night gets heavy and my body begs to quit, God lights up stars in my mirror and teaches me to persist. And when I cross that thin line between stopping and breaking down, I feel God in the cab saying, I'll lift you from the ground. The sunrise glows slowly, golden through my windshield clear, and I learn the road of faith is a path that conquers fear. With gratitude in my soul and light inside my chest, I drive where the wind is calling and where God says is best. For whoever trusts in heaven never fears the road ahead, and turns every trip into a journey where hope is fed. And so I keep on driving, steady just as he showed. For when heaven takes the wheel, my life follows the path God wrote. The early dawn still yawns softly, headlights cutting through the cold, and the rumble of this big old truck echoes stories never told. The signs pass by like memories, too fast for me to hold on tight, but every curve of this long life taught me how to face the night. Sometimes I think of my past, of the battles I tried to win, of everything that slipped away, of lessons carved into my skin. Inside the quiet of the cab, I feel your presence drawing near, like an unseen gentle embrace, whispering, son, I'm always here. And when the highway darkens, I know I'm not alone. Your care surrounds me deeply, steady as a stone. The asphalt might be shaking, the world may fall apart, but if I have your guiding hand, I hold strong inside my heart. When the road becomes a prayer, heaven settles into me, and in the rhythm of this journey, your peace tells me who I must be. Even tired, I stay strong, for you show me where to go, and every mile that I travel is guided by your hand, I know. The sunrise paints the horizon, orange, pink, and endless blue, and every color reflects a miracle you've already brought me through. Dust rises like soft incense, drifting upward to the sky, and I remember that your love was never shallow, never dry. The radio plays an old tune, one that squeezes at my chest, speaking of longing and family, of everything I hold the best. And even far away from home, I feel your presence drawing near, like every bump and every curve
is a way of saying I'm here. And when the wind blows fiercely, trying to tear my courage down, your voice whispers inside me, son, don't let go of the ground. I grip the wheel a little tighter, let faith guide me through the night. For I know that in your care, every wrong turns into right. When the road becomes a prayer, heaven settles into me. And in the rhythm of this journey, your peace tells me who I must be. Even tired, I stay strong, for you show me where to go. And every mile that I travel is guided by your hand, I know. And if the world becomes too heavy, you give me breath to stand again. If the sky suddenly darkens, your light breaks through the rain. I leave my fears in the mirror, carry faith inside the tank. I drive the path you've chosen, for your love has no blame. When the road becomes a prayer, my heart fills up with light. And even when my strength fades, your grace restores my sight. You are my guide, my comfort, my courage in the storm I bear. When the road becomes a prayer, I find forgiveness there. And when the journey reaches its end, and it feels like the day is done, I know tomorrow holds another road, and you'll ride with me, everyone. For every path becomes a prayer when I learn to hear you there. And a trucker's heart forever finds a way to praise and share.
The morning rises softly, headlights carving through the gray. Hot coffee sitting in the bottle, faith leading me through the day. The highway calls out my name, the wind sings along with me, and I follow the road ahead where God planned my steps to be. Dust dances upward slowly, the engine hums beneath my hand. And as the miles climb higher, longing grows across the land. But every longing reminds me I've never traveled this road alone. For even far away from home, heaven rides beside my truck, I know. And when the weight of the day grows heavy and my mind begs me to stop, I feel your presence steady, saying, son, I'll lift you up. Heaven rides beside my truck, even when the night begins to win. Your love guides my trembling heart, your mercy pulls me back again. Though the long road has its trials, you designed it with your plan. Heaven rides beside my truck, so I move on as a stronger man. The sunset paints the horizon, copper orange, deep and wide. And I stop for a quiet moment, feeling thankful deep inside.
I recall the heavy battles, moments I nearly fell apart. But Lord, you lifted me up again and breathed courage into my heart. At night the cold wind whispers, loneliness tries to reach my chest, but the warmth of your holy grace keeps my weary soul at rest. And the stars above my windshield shine like your guiding hand. And even on the empty highway, your presence fills the land. And when doubt begins to whisper, when my heart wants to retreat, your voice comes soft and certain, son, stay close to me. Heaven rides beside my truck, even when the night begins to win. Your love guides my trembling heart, your mercy pulls me back again. Though the long road has its trials, you designed it with your plan. Heaven rides beside my truck, so I move on as a stronger man. If the world shuts every doorway, you open windows in the sky. If the storm roars out in anger, your peace becomes my steady tide. If fear tries to outrun me, your arm crosses first in place. You steer the life and soul of this humble trucker by your grace. Heaven rides beside my truck, from the start to the final bend. You are the map that never falters, you are hope that does not end. And when exhaustion weighs me down, your hand helps me stand again. Heaven rides beside my truck forevermore. Amen. And when the last curve comes and I park my heart at last, I know you'll walk beside me, leading me gently past. For whoever rode with you, Lord, never gets lost on the way. Heaven rides beside my truck, and with my soul it stays.